interesting question. First of all, you need to have an understanding of what witchcraft is all about. Now, we understand that witchcraft is a spirit of distraction that is connected, associated with the devil or with Satan, as it were, to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Go to John chapter 10, verse 10. Jesus says that I have come that you may have life and have it more abundantly. So witchcraft is connected to the devil, spirit of distraction, spirit of deception, the spirit that deceives, that kills, that destroys. Witchcraft is not the only demonic spirit that exists that we know destroys, but witchcraft is the most common that we all know about. But there are several kinds of spirit. So witchcraft may possess a person or influence a person to cause havoc or to do evil or to bring about destruction. So when you find out that your loved one is a witch or a wizard, how should we go about it? For instance, if it's your mom or your dad or your son or your daughter. Now, your mother is one who gave birth to you. Your father is one who gave birth to you. Your daughter you gave birth to. Your son you gave birth to. So this is relationship by blood. You can't throw your mother away. You can't throw your dad away. You can't throw your daughter or your son away. So that is very, very important for me to lay the foundation. So you cannot avoid relating to your mother, your father, your daughter, your son, because he or she is a witch or a wizard. So in the natural, for instance, if you are a son, you still have to honor your mother. If you are a daughter, you still have to honor your mother or your dad. But in the spirit, you have to be able to deal with the spirit of witchcraft that uses your mom or that uses your dad for distraction. The Bible says that for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. What does that mean? For our wrestle, our fight, our struggle is not against flesh and blood. Our battle is not against flesh and blood. Why is that important? Because in the Old Testament, we saw the kingdom Israel fighting spiritual battles in physical medium, through physical wars, taking other nations, fighting them, some winning, some losing. But it was physical battles to sort of portray their spiritual dominance or their spiritual realities, as it were. But in the New Testament, because Jesus had come to die for us, the true battle that it has always been is spiritual and not physical. So you see that in the New Testament, the battle is more spiritual than the way it was from the beginning. So it's not right for you to try to fight somebody physically who, for instance, attack you, with something spiritually. Somebody, you had a dream and you saw somebody attack you in the dream, took a knife to want to kill you in the dream. You wake up from the dream and you say, God forbid, I will not allow such a person to kill me. So you went ahead, take a knife from your kitchen, look for that person and stab the person because the person attacked you in the dream with a knife. That's not how it works. It doesn't work. Or you saw somebody like a snake trying to fight you in your dream. You wake up from your dream, then look for such a person, then you use a weapon or something to strike at the person. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Or you find out in a dream, revelation, that this person is a witch. You wake up from the dream, then you look for the person, then you insult the person and rain insults on the person. I mean, take hot water, throw it on the person, because you saw in the dream that such a person is a witch or a wizard. That's not how it works. You don't fight spiritual battles physically. It doesn't work. That's not how God meant it to be. Because spiritual battles have to be fought spiritually. That's what Paul said, therefore, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against thrones, against dominions, against the powers of darkness of this age, against the spiritual host of wickedness in the heavenly places. That means that there are spirits of evil, there are satanic spirits, there are demonic spirits that influence the behavior of people. That means people to do evil, people to do bad, people to cause wickedness in the life of another, or that will cause one to hurt one or the other. So you have to be able to deal with the issue spiritually and not come attacking the person physically. So you have to show the person love in the physical, if the person is your mom or your dad. But in the spirit, pray and deal with that power trying to hinder, obstruct, or prevent your breakthrough or your miracle from coming into manifestation. So, because sometimes it might not even be true that your mom or your dad is even a witch. In fact, some of the cases that I handled personally, there was a case where somebody was telling me that the mother is a witch. The person was so sure the mother is a witch. The person wanted me to confirm that truly the mother is a witch. And the Lord told me particularly, in that particular situation, that the mother is not a witch. And that what happened to the mother is that due to issues that she went through in life, and the disappointment, the pain, the hurt, and her own failures as a human being, and she have grown now, she have a lot of regrets, and so she is experiencing depression. So sometimes she acts out of character. So that does not mean that she is a witch. And when I told the person that your mother is not a witch, it's because of the things she has been through. He said, Prophet, are you sure? I said, yes, I'm very sure. Your mother is not a witch. If she's a witch, I will know. And the person was also dealing with the mother wrongly because she thought she's a witch. You don't fight spiritual battles physically. What will happen is that if indeed your mom or your dad is a witch and you disrespect them, dishonor them, what will happen is that it will rather open the door for them to attack you. Because when you disrespect your mother and your father because they are witches, please, they will finish you. If indeed they are witch, by you disrespecting or dishonoring him, you have opened the door that when such a person attacks you, they will succeed. Not because they are more powerful than you, but because you disobeyed your mother and you are breaking the law of God. Because you are breaking the law of God, that's it, that honor your father and honor your mother. If that mother or father, indeed, if that person is a witch, whatever they will do to you will happen to you because you are breaking the law of God. That says honor your father. That says that honor your mother. So when you break such a law, it's easy for them to finish you. But when you show them honor, you show them respect, you show them love, there will not be any legal ground, even if they are, for them to stand up to attack you. See, you deny them of every legal ground. It was for no reason that Jesus Christ said that when you find your enemies, give them food to eat. It was not for nothing that he said that your enemies, give them food to eat. It was not for anything. One of the reasons that you need to understand is that because Christ doesn't want us to fight spiritual battles physically. Because your enemy indeed is not the one who hurt you. Your real enemy you are dealing with is the devil, the adversary. He is our enemy. And so we should be able to recognize at any point that the enemy at work is not that brother, it's not that sister, it's not that boss, it's not that employee, it's not your wife, it's not your husband, it's not your daughter, it's not your son. The real enemy we are dealing with, he's the devil. He is the enemy. And let's not shift away from who the real enemy is. God bless you so much. And I pray for you that may the Lord will deliver you from the spirit of witchcraft. The Lord will give you wisdom, knowledge, understanding to walk in the consciousness that our battle, our wrestle is not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, thrones, dominions, rulers of darkness of this age, spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places, that will understand that we should be able at all times to be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might, that will be able to put on the whole armor of God, that will be able to overcome the deceptive tactics of Satan, his agents, his cohorts, and all who are in rebellion with the devil. God bless you so much. And know that no witch, no wizard, no power of Satan is powerful enough to thwart, to change what God has planned, purpose for you. God bless you.